Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crafting Made Easy. If you're interested to see how I made these keychains, stand by. Alright, so items you'll need to complete this project include wooden alphabet beads, tassels, charms for decoration, keychain hardware, jump rings, what else? Some scissors, string or stretch magic cord, and beads. I think that is all that you'll need. If I missed anything, I'll definitely put it down there in the description box below. All right, now that I got that out of the way, let's get started. All right, so this project is really quick and really easy to do. I preferred using, this one was made with the Stretch Magic. As you can see, it stretches, and I had to have a little piece right there. Just stick it back into the bead, or you can cut it. And then I just put them on the Stretch Magic, put the little charm on the side. This one I made with string. The string can be kind of thick and difficult to use if your beads are not big enough for the string to fit in. Then right here, I just tied it at the bottom because I just put a bead at the bottom. So I tied the string at the bottom. I should have tied the string a little bit tighter because this is kind of loose. It's not a big deal. You can just, I can just cut it and tie it tighter, or put like a little clamp here on the ends of it. If I didn't want to tie it. I also put like a little sparkle bead at the top of this, and then like a little beaded charm that I made on the side. So that's how I finished that one off. I prefer the elastic, so the next one I'm going to make is with the elastic string. And like I said, the elastic is easier to use because it can fit in most beads. So if you're using a 10mm bead, the string may not fit in the bead well. It might get stuck in there, or it might not even go through with the needle if you're using a needle. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, because you have to kind of go back up into the beads to kind of tie it off, and with the string, it's too thick, it won't pass through the bead twice. So just be careful if you're trying to use string. That's why I prefer the Stretch Magic, because you can more than likely fit the Stretch Magic into the bead twice. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let me find, where is my needle? I really don't need a needle. Let me just do it without the needle. So I have a piece right here I already cut. So you can stretch it out same way you do if you're making a bracelet. Just stretch it out so you get it nice and laxed. You'll take your keychain hardware here, and you can use the jump one like this, or you can just use a regular hoop, or you can use both at the same time. It's totally up to you how you want to decorate your keychain, or how you want to present your keychain. And like I said, this project is really quick and fun to do. So all I did was just loop the Stretch Magic onto the keychain hardware here. So you just put it through and make like a loop, so it's on there like that. And if you're using the circle one, you just do it the same way. So for this one, I'm going to use a bead. I'm just going to put that at the top of there. And then you want to put your letters the way you're going to loop it onto your keychain. And it's just best to kind of put it out in the order, so you already see it spelled out. And then you just take it, and you can do this with a needle to make it faster, but you'll just thread the wood beads onto your string or your cord. And I purchased these beads from Michael's. I think it doesn't say how many come It's a big old pack here. It doesn't say how many come in there, but it's 0.57 pounds, and it was $9.99. If you hear anything in the background, that is one of my cats. All right. Okay. And they're 10 millimeters. So then you just do this right here. And then I'm going to take the tassel. I have a silver one. So I'm going to take the silver. Pink. I'm going to loop it. So then you want to just take your tassel at the bottom and thread it through. And then you're going to put the string back through the beads. And you don't have to go all the way to the top if you don't want to. You can stop in the middle and then tie it off. But you want to just make sure it's nice and tight. So I'm just going to loop this back through if my string cooperates. And that's why I said with the string may not fit back through, like if you're using a bead at the bottom like I did with this one. The string well, this one I tied off, but if you end up putting like a bead here and then a tassel here, it may not loop back through because the string is thicker than the stretch cord. So I'm just gonna keep looping, going back up. Make this nice and tight. Okay, and I can actually stop here if I wanted to and take the two strings like here. Make sure you have it nice and taut, and take your strings. Oh goodness. It cooperates. There we go. And pull it tight and knot it. And you put as many knots as you want to, just to make sure it's nicely secured. Same way with your bracelets, as many knots as you want to make sure it's nicely secured. And then you'll take your scissors and you'll just cut. Make sure you do not cut on the knot. And there you go. So that one is done. Here. And then I'm going to take, what did I have? I had something to go on the side of it. Now I can't find it. Okay. So then if you wanted to put like a little charm on the side of it, that is not the charm I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna just show you, but I'm gonna end up taking this one off because that's not the charm I wanted to put on there. I can't find the charm that I wanted to put on the side of it. Right. Let me see, do I want this one? No. Well, I'll just show you what you'll look like. So you'll take your jewelry pliers and you'll just open your jump ring. So this is already open. So if it's closed, you just take it and twist it a little to the side. You'll take your, let's do this one. This is silver. You'll take your jump ring or your charm or whatever and put it through the jump ring. And then you'll take this top of the key ring and twist it. And that's it. Like really easy, really simple. And you can sell these if you have a store. You can give these away as gifts. And it's adorable. Like, I love them and I enjoy making them. I'm about to make a couple more so I can post them up. But there we go. And they twist, and the letters are on all 4 sides. So either side, they'll have a name on there. So I think that's cool too. So that is how you make it. And I can show you how to do the string one. It's the same exact way, except for you're just tying a knot at the bottom if you end up doing one like that. So let's see. Let me just get a string. Alright, and for this one, I definitely will need my needle because the string is not as tight as the elastic. So I have a big hole needle that I purchased from, I want to say Michael's or Joann's, and I usually thread elastic through it. So there we go. All right, so you'll just take your needle and make sure you put your keychain on the string or your elastic first. So let's see, because this bead may be too small. All right, you see how I'm having trouble pulling this bead through? This bead is way too small for that. So that bead will not go through. I have some wider beads. And I purchased these from Walmart. I don't even know if this will go through. Okay, that's going through the top. Okay, so I'll just put the blessed on. Now the issue with these needles is they will bend, so be careful. And you won't have any issue pulling the string through the wooden beads because they have a nice hole in them. So you won't have any issue pulling the string through them. It's mainly like any decorative beads if you want to use those. So I just wanted to let you know that. All right, so you'll just pull it through, and I don't have any bead at the top. You don't have to. It's purely up to you. And I'm just going to put this bead at the bottom. All right, so I put a bead at the bottom to close it off. You can also put a tassel if you wanted to. I'm just showing you a different way in case you don't want tassels, in case you don't like the tassels. You can put anything. You can put this little globe with rhinestones in it. You could put whatever you want to. A charm on the end. You could put, like if I wanted to put a charm on there, you could put the charm on there on the end. But if you put a charm on there and a bead, remember you have to loop, and you're using string, remember you have to loop your string back through so the bead snags the charm up like that. So if I was to put that on there, I would have to think like, will my string fit back through my bead? So just keep that in mind. So now that we have that in there like that, I'm going to take this off, and I'm just going to put a knot on the bottom. And you just want to make sure you pull it really, really tight. And I'm not good at tying knots to close something off. So that's why the other one is not very tight. Okay, but you want to make sure it's nice and tight. And then of course you can put another knot on there if you wanted to, or you could just leave the one knot. I'll probably double knot it. Oops. Well, I tried to. All right, like that. And then you'll take your scissors and you will get really close to the knot and maybe not. Cut it. There we go. And that's it. So that's how you close off ones if you have the string and you're using a bead at the end. Now if you're using elastic at the end, you'll also need, and a bead, you'll have to tie it. So just be aware of that. Now if you do that, you can't go back up into the bead because it has nothing to hold on to, or you can use a crimp. And you can crimp the bottom off with, I wish I had some, but you have like the little crimps and you would just crimp it off at the bottom, and then you can tie a knot if you're using the elastic. You can also use a crimp with this as well if you wanted to, or you could just tie it off like that. But that is how you do it, and it's really simple, really quick and easy. As you see, I just did 2 and it didn't take any time at all. The only time it takes or causes time to like add up is picking out a bead or picking out a charm, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, there we go. That is how you do those little name keychains, and that's it. So if you enjoyed this quick video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all, until next time, peace.